Anthony Joshua break his public silence for the first time since the crash. In a post that was shared to Instagram, the world heavyweight image alongside what appears to be perhaps the parents of Gami and Ayodele, offering a quiet but powerful tribute to two men.
People came out to show their respects, but they also came out to support Anthony Joshua, because what must he be going through right now?
Anthony Joshua, a man admired worldwide for his strength and discipline, was overwhelmed with emotion as he attended the funeral of his close friends, Tsunami and Latif Lotz Ayodele. After being discharged from a hospital in Lagos where he was treated following the devastating car crash that took their lives, Joshua returned to the UK to say his final goodbye at the London Central Mosque. In a heartbreaking moment, the usually composed heavyweight champion broke down in tears, showing Following his return to the UK, Joshua shared his first message since the tragedy. He posted photos on Instagram sitting beside the grieving family members of the victims, accompanied by a short but powerful caption, "My brother's keeper." The words carried more meaning than any long statement. A quiet yet powerful moment between Anthony Joshua and Spencer Farron at the funeral captured the emotional weight AJ was carrying. Without speaking, a brief embrace said everything. Inside the solemn walls of the London Central Mosque, Joshua was not a global boxing icon, he was simply a man mourning the loss of
walking out, because I wasn't going to go say anything to him. I was walking out, then I got a tap on the shoulder, I turned around, it was Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And we had a brief chat and a little embrace and that. And then I left, but it was, funerals are never good, but...
Former boxer Johnny Nelson reflected on the tragedy, explaining how deeply shaken Joshua has been by the sudden deaths of two men he trusted not only with his career, but with his life. These were not just members of his team, they were family. Their loss has left a permanent...
This is Anthony Joshua's first post since the tragic accident, okay? This came from his social media, and of course, if you guys didn't see it in the preview of the video, it was simple but strong and powerful, and it stated, "My brother's keeper." And in this situation, it means that he's going to take care of everything. He's responsible for his brothers.
The grief Joshua is facing highlights a painful truth about life beyond boxing. When tragedy strikes without warning, strength and fame offer no protection. For a man trained to face danger in the ring, nothing could prepare him for the emotional devastation of losing
young men that lost their lives and their families, how it's affected their families. So you want to concentrate on AJ. How's it going to affect AJ? Instead of concentrating on how's it affected the people that have lost their children.
After the funeral, Joshua's words reflected a shift in perspective. Beyond titles, belts, and legacy, this loss forced him to confront what truly matters. Losing Tsunami and Latif so suddenly reminded him and everyone watching that loyalty, memories, and
look at it's always the people that are the best, or you know what I mean, that end up going first. You know, and you examine like, well, why wasn't it me, or why did this have to happen?
Jarrell Miller's reaction showed how deeply this tragedy resonated throughout the boxing community. Despite past rivalries, Miller expressed genuine sympathy, acknowledging that no fighter, no matter how tough, is prepared for this kind of pain. His reaction echoed the thoughts of fans worldwide. This wasn't about boxing, this was about human loss.
Trying to find happiness within yourself, true blessing is actually making into this earth. Everyone dies some stage, you know? So I think across the board, one has to be happy inside. No matter about the material possession one owns, how that's a car and a driving. Very, very careful of other people we choose to hang around with and associate them, because you soon become like the people who spend versus with hell.
The sheep comes around of lions, sheep receive another lie. So pick your friends in your circle wisely. Message to the kids is, it's better to flourish in environment, and blossom, rather than perish, made away, and die. So look at the environment, it's the same thing.
Johnny Nelson also reminded fans that behind the spotlight, Joshua's friends were real people with real families. Their sudden deaths have forced many to reflect on how fragile life truly is, proving that pain and loss cut deeper than any punch ever could.
You don't know what other people are going through. And even though AJ,
Observers highlighted the sheer brutality of the crash itself. While Joshua survived, the violent collision instantly claimed the lives of two men he trusted completely. The emotional and psychological recovery from such trauma will likely be as challenging as any
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is, and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs, and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
As grief continues, the legal reality of the tragedy has also come into focus. Nigerian authorities have reportedly charged the driver involved with dangerous driving after the Lexus SUV carrying Joshua and his two friends collided with a stationary truck. In Nigeria, reckless driving resulting in death can carry serious prison sentences, underscoring the devastating consequences of avoidable road tragedies.